Hi guys, I hope you're great. I do feel really great being back with this yoga again. I've been getting so many mosquito bites. It's like it's been so hot, so I sleep with the window open, and yeah, it's like I'm a feast. I'm not participating in the feast. I am the feast. Like I'm the food for the mosquitoes. It's not the great, but you know, it's the circle of life, I imagine. So yeah, I don't enjoy it. I'm gonna try to find a solution, but until then, I'll just give them that, give them a me to feed on. I do wear makeup today because I'm going for like a thing, and I do enjoy makeup a lot. I think it's a lot of fun to kind of play with. For me, that's probably one of the best like ways of making art, to paint my face. But as long as it's not necessary, I think it's okay. So yeah, yesterday we were talking about fear, and I feel that it's important to continue these discussions, especially in these times. I was at the Coldplay concert recently, and I was thinking of the security for the first time, like in that kind of event, in a very long time. And I know I wasn't alone because we were speaking about it, the group I was there with. And I know that people think like that, should I book that concert? Should I do that? Like, we are we're thinking we are scared, We're aware of the risks in a way that at least I never been before. And also sometimes when I take subways in bigger cities, I'm like, I don't feel secure doing it. But I also know that being controlled by those fears is not gonna make things better. So last summer, for example, I traveled to Turkey and Israel, and both of those countries are like, I think, on lists if for the Swedish. I don't even know the name of them, but that you're not supposed to travel to because it could be risky. And I was like, I want to see those cities. Like, I wanted to explore Istanbul, and I really wanted to go to Israel and like experience Tel Aviv and Jerusalem and all the history there. So I was like, either I'm like, in Sweden thinking I'm safe, which apparently I'm not because there was like an attack in Stockholm this spring, or I don't let those things bother me, and I just go anyway, and if something happens, it's sad, but at least I lived my life. So death, I always say that death doesn't scare me, but it does. And I was in the bus accident just before Christmas, and I go on a scooter in Stockholm, like, but since I don't get as much pleasure out of it, so I don't go with my scooter like every day anymore, and I need to work on that because I really don't want to be controlled by my fears. But most of the time I don't know that it is the fear that controls me. I just like, oh no, maybe I'm over my scooter. Maybe I just like I'm not in that mood anymore. I'm like, I find 300 different reasons for why I'm not doing those things that I love, and I know when I have had the time to reflect, I know that the reason is because I'm fucking shit scared, and I have to find the courage to do it anyway. But I have to work on that. It's not just gonna happen over a day. And it's so cute. Like one of my nieces, she's 10 now. She's super brave. She's like one of the coolest people I know. And me and my sister, we always swim like in the winters. When it's really cold, we just go and swim. Not like for long, but we dip ourselves, and just like it's kind of a sport. We had it since we were kids, and she's participating in it. She's like exactly as we were, and she's like, I don't want to do this, and I'm scared of doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't want to be. She has like this philosophy that I think is so inspiring for such a young girl, and yeah, she's such an inspiration for me, and she's very like she jumps from like high heights, and you can see that she's shaking, but she's like, she doesn't let that decide of what she's gonna do right now. And for me, that's courage, you know. If I'm not scared of something and I do it, it's not that amazing. But when I'm shit scared and I do it anyway, that's amazing. And that's how I want to be. I want to be amazing. So I sincerely remember when I put my first like YouTube video out there, and I was so scared. I was shaking, you know, because I was so scared of the judgments of other people and what people were gonna think, and you know, I was so scared. And now it's one of the best things I've done in my entire life, and I'm so proud of the 365 days of yoga challenge, that I managed to do that like every day for 1 year. And yeah. I also remember when I was working with my last job, I was like in charge of, I don't know how that happened, but like the bookkeeping, and I wasn't doing it, but I was like in charge of making sure that the people that were doing it got the material and like blah blah. And I was gonna do something in the US, and I had no idea how to do it, and I was like, I had like a stomachache for days. I was like, someone has to do this, and I was speaking with the bookkeeper, and she's like, it's just do it, you know, blah blah. So eventually I just, you know, I did it, and I like found out, I did research for days, and I was like, how am I gonna do this paperwork? I have no idea. It was like, you know, it was such a pain. And then after, when I had done it, I was so proud of myself. For me, it's the same with taxes. Like every year in Sweden, it's not natural for me to do those things, and that's like one, like I'm so scared of doing something wrong. I'm so scared of like all those, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just like trying to do my best, and I realized that most of the time that's okay. That's bad. You know, doing your best is like enough, and when you don't know, ask someone. Like, so every year when I do my tax, I have to call them. I'm like, should I do it like this, blah blah blah, but at least I do it. Like, I don't skip it because I'm scared, or I don't hire someone for like a lot of money to do it because I'm scared. I do it eventually, even though I push it, and I kind of get tickets for it every year, but at least I do it myself, and I actually, yeah, I'm proud of that. So anyways, yeah, death was supposed to be the subject of today, and I used to work with a lady who lost her son in cancer, and she did that when we were like just getting to know each other, and then we worked together for about a year, and just when she lost him. And I always have this, you know, thing, you know, like when you're in trouble and something happened, I always like, did someone die? You know, because if not, like, there's no fucking big deal. Like, it's not such a big deal. And then with her, I got like a new dimension on that expression, because, you know, someone did die. Like, someone did die, and she had to go on anyway. Like, and she was so inspiring for me. Like, I remember I really, it was mind-blowing to see how she grew out of that experience, and how she kind of brought with her the strength of her son and carried him like with her. Like, she made her do like the most courageous things I've ever seen, because she already lost everything, so she had nothing left to lose, and that just made her like such a star, you know, like shining star. And I got so much inspiration from that, and kind of also realized how small the things I worry about are. And I need that perspective to be courageous and to live my life fully. So, you know, most of the time when shit happens, someone hasn't died. But if they have, we're gonna have to move on anyway. So, life is fragile. We are fragile. And that's the beauty of why we're here. Like, that's how we have to enjoy our lives, with the knowledge of that fragileness, like of that's the beauty of living, I think. And yeah, today is when it happens, you know. Today is when we live. Maybe not tomorrow. Yesterday was a long time ago already. Today is what we have. So let's make the most out of this day. We're gonna get down on our sitting bones, straighten the back up. Close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows, the third eye looking out. Observe your breathing. Where it's located in your body. On the inhalation, feel how your belly is expanding. Deepen and lengthen your breath. On the exhalation, drag your belly button towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. We're going to follow this breath and we're going to start with the hip roll. So on the inhalation, come forward. On the exhalation, come back. I'm going to switch direction. Beautiful. We're going to lay down on our back. Like this. And I can't stretch my legs out, but you're going to do that. I can actually, they just have to be bent. On the next inhalation, we're going to come up with our left leg straight up in the air. And we're going to place our hands like it's actually above the knee, but from this direction it's like underneath the knee. So work your heel up towards the ceiling. from here, we're gonna walk our hands up. And for me now, I'm like really stiff. I have to bend the knee a little bit. And just lean back and try to straighten out your leg as much as you can. Don't let your right leg rest, but have like a stability. So flex your foot and work your left heel down towards the other wall. From here, we're gonna walk our hands down, lay our hands alongside our body and stay here, up with the leg. On the exhalation, come down. On the next inhalation, come up with your right leg straight up in the air. And close your hands behind it, above your knee, although from this direction it's underneath your knee. From here, we're gonna walk our hands up. And I'm gonna have to bend my knee a bit, lean back, and try to strengthen your leg as much as you can. Or lengthen, straighten and lengthen. We're gonna walk our hands down. We're gonna keep the leg up in the air and lay your hands alongside your body. Come down with the leg, and we're gonna come up with both our legs. We're gonna grab our toes and we're gonna work in the happy baby pose. What we're striving for here is to have like the hips down towards the mat and the shoulders down in the mat. We're gonna come up, beautiful vibe. We're gonna finish the class with a little meditation. So grab your butts and get down on your sitting bones. Straighten your back up. Close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows, the third eye looking inwards. And let this eye lead you to the area around your heart. In this area you find an inner room where you're gonna spend some time just for yourself. There's nothing that has been and nothing that will come, only you in this moment. Beautiful, guys. We're gonna finish today's class together with 3 shanti. No, with 3 om and 3 shanti. So inhale to start. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Oh, it was very low today. I did this once, like I was teaching class, and one of the really famous singers of Sweden was participating, and when we did the chanting in the end, it was so beautiful because she could hold it for so long, and she was so powerful in her voice, and it's magical, when you get vibrations, and yeah, I just feel very fortunate in many ways, and yeah, let's go out there and be courageous. I love you guys. See you. Namaste.